up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season.
Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these two quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the individual matchup. They just go out and work against these defenses that they're facing and try to put up as many points as they can.
And there's the handoff. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. So an early season test for both teams, the top 25 matchup, both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat. One of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial for kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis.
Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off.
This is a great job by the defense, putting two defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
The back's got it. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Caught behind the line. It's Savage. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The first drive of the game, instead of punting and pinning the opponent deep, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
And we're going to throw now on first down. That's reeled in. It's Savage. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And the Bears line up on 1st and 10 now. He'll hand it off. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
That's an important first down on that running play. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. Well, sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it's controversial, but that lineman a little bit too far downfield, and that's a costly penalty. A penalty backs up the offense. It's 1st and 15. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Swarmed by the pass rush, the sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's going to take off here.
Boy, it's second down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They get a real shot here now on third down.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On third down, he drops to throw. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into the tight window. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
And the wideout goes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Makes a quick catch.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
That completion makes it second and short. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
With the catch, it's Aurora. They bring him down, but a solid gain moves the football to the 24 and a first down. Fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. Back in motion now. Back to throw again. Receiver makes the catch. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows it in physical.
And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Timeout call by the defense there first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down to the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. So here comes the... Offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. On first and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. It's second and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
A tough situation with the offense. Third and long from the 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. Hot over the middle. It's Savage. Here he goes. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Baylor.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they'll set up with the PA2. And it's good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. And the drive will begin backed up at their own 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Fernandez. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stop, pull behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackled, but forced down. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So after one enormous play, they're now set up at the opponent's 20-yard line. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Catch made by the tight end. He's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the defense will knock him down in what's going to be the final play of the period. We've got an exciting quarterback duel in the making here as we check the first quarter stats. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Out of the gun now on third down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And he's got it. No problem.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
kickoff team is out there now. He'll return it from inside the 5. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. So we got the Big Ten versus the Big 12, two conferences that have been reshaped dramatically in recent years, Kurt. Always interesting to have these two leagues collide. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, in the Big Ten and the Big 12, they don't have a ton of history together, but they do have some history in recent years. Remember, Ohio State and Oklahoma had a home-and-home. Ohio State beat Oklahoma in Norman. And the following year, remember Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017, and that propelled them into a playoff berth. So there's no reason why a win like that on either side couldn't do the same.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. He's got it with room to run. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Bears pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And he'll set up to throw. The pocket breaking down. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Bears.
Boy, this guy is so much fun to watch. Here, not even on a design QB run, able to create, use his legs, threaten the defense with his arm, and eventually off the scramble gets into the end zone. Great play.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes the lead 4. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Kept out of the end zone last time, had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They stop him behind the line. That'll set up 4th down now. Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. toss play, runner moving left. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He's looking to throw. Quick throw to his receiver. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. And he's into the end zone easily. But this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field. To take the long-distance touchdown off the board, back him all the way up. We'll see if that haunts the offense. Here's the second down play. Now, wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock. And it cost the offense 5. Offense getting set. Second down play here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They look to throw it here on second down. It's a sack. They dropped it inside the 5.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
Third down and a mile. Looking to throw for. And it's hauled in way downfield. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. So forget about the possible safety. Suddenly it's 1st and 10 in plus territory. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Offense getting set. It's second down. Looking to throw here. He's running out of time here. Catch made on the right side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Could take it all the way. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
And he's back to throw again on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Fernandez. And he will be stuffed for no gain. The clock is still running. Off to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Fernandez. They make the tackle inside the 30. It'll be first down there.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Bringing pressure. Blitz and a quick sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
The sack moves him into extreme field goal range here. Got to do something now on second and long. Second down, we're going to throw it. Just standing there, gets hit again. The A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Fires it on the move. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. And the Bears come up to the line in a hurry-up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looks right and lets it fly. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender, makes a nice throw and a 1st down.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. To dart to the left side. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Back-to-back deep shots. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15. The Bears will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. Choosing to return the punt. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in the return. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. They takes the snap and takes off on the run. And that run produces a decent gain.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, but really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught quickly, finding some room with the 25. And the junior with some excellent work after making the catch.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And the Bears looking to cash in the red zone. Looks right for a quick completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Baylor. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The receiver grabs it and heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
They look to throw it here on second down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. With sure hands, it's Aurora. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down at the 42.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he dumps it off to the tight end. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
They pick up a completion. It doesn't get big yards, but you know what? Enough for the first down. Let's move the sticks.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Scooped up in the defense. They get him down after a short return, but a turnover created by this defense. Big moment.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Breaks into the clear. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Pass rush gets home.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation. but it's not the best way to start a first and goal situation.
Second and goal, but backed up now to the 15. From the shotgun, drops back. Catch made on the left side. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. After that big play to start the drive, they got close, but now it's third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. The coach chooses to go for a field goal attempt here. He missed it. Off target that time. Off the miss, it's still an 11-point lead.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Looking to pass here on second down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Good pass to the flat to a receiver. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Buckeyes bring their punt team onto the field. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook could really open up on 2nd and inches.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Here comes a handoff. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the grab, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their...
On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Chris, I got to tip my cap to this quarterback. I know he's putting up some yards today, and let's face it, they've got the lead, but he has faced some pressure. That's the 4th time that they've been able to get after him and bring him down. So it's feast or famine one way or another in this game right now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks left and finds his target there.
They finally make the stop, but a chunk play there moves the ball inside the 10.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue.
Touchdown, Bears! This offense cannot be stopped.
Just get this guy the ball and let him do the rest. The quarterback does a nice job of just putting the ball in the receiver's hands, and then he uses his legs with the run after the catch for the touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Short pass finds the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. That completion makes it second and medium. The shotgun running play call. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35.
Well, I thought they had a real chance here to be able to cut into this lead, but the quarterback gives it back to the defense, and the climb just got much steeper as they're running out of time here in the 4th.
Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. He hands it off from the gun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. The defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep.
Touchdown, Baylor. And the route is on.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
PAT is good. They're pulling away 35-10. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Handoff from the shotgun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Loss of 5. 3rd down coming up.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Pressure is coming. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice.
Let's go.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in a game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
Running through the tackle. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Makes the grab. It's Fernandez. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. That completion makes it 2nd and short. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down. The Buckeyes will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Screen to the wide receiver. And And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. The sure hands. It's Fernandez. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll run it to the right side. Breaks into the clear. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where in the heck was that all day?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I love the fact they didn't give up today. This has not been a great game for them, but the fact that they're still fighting late says a lot about the character of this football team.
And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
17.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. On first down, it's play action. Looking to scramble. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business.